Hi everyone, I hope this message finds everybody doing well. Almost daily we get asked from a client or potential client about what should I be doing for my kids' education? Should I do Florida prepaid? Should I do 529 plan? What's better for me and my family? I've heard from my friends or a family member that they like this plan over this plan. The first thing I would tell you is everyone's objectives and goals are different. So what we would advise you to do is really focus on what are you trying to accomplish first when it comes to education planning for your loved ones. Do you want to have a certain level of funds available? Do you want state school cover, but if they go out of school, they may have to take out loans? There's a lot of different things that our clients tell us are important to them, and I think it's really important to focus on that first. Let me talk about some of the pros and cons, though, of each one of these products. 529 plans allow for a great deal of flexibility with the contribution. They can be invested with a variety of different investment options. So you as the client ultimately have control over that allocation, working with an advisor or self-managing it. Funds can be used for any qualified education expense. And recently, a few years ago, there was some tax law change where you can take up to $10,000 of gains out in a calendar year and pay for private school K through 12. The downsides with 529s, you assume the investment risk versus a Florida prepaid where you are guaranteed to have a certain level of funding as long as you make the payments, okay? Florida prepaid, really simple and straightforward to understand. You make a certain number of payments over a certain number of years, and your child, as long as they get into a state school, whatever you have prepaid for is covered by the plan. There's some rigidness with that. What happens if your kid gets a scholarship? What happens to the funds? What happens if your child doesn't go to college? What happens to the funds in the plan? What happens if your child gets into a private university or goes out of state? What happens if you prepaid for tuition, room and board, but your child decides to move off campus? There's a lot of questions around this, and what we would advise each and every one of you to do is if you have questions around this or if this resonates with you personally, reach out to us, schedule some time through our website, direct message us through social media. We'd love to have a deeper conversation with you around this to see which of these plans make sense for your particular situation.